morning, traders. Welcome back. It's your favorite trader, the Profitable Trader. I just woke up to this morning. Already, you can see I placed this trade yesterday before going to bed, and you can see price just tagged in my entry and just sold to the downside. I already closed the trade. You can see the entries on my screen. I already closed it because I closed at this demand level. You can see price is reacting for me, but to me it's an inducement. Do you understand? But I just have to close because I made much profit on the trade. I took a 1:4 weeks at this point over here. So right now I just want to illustrate how this trade was anticipated. Yeah, you guys know I would always do that here so that you can as well trade the same, set up this same strategy when it appears on your chart. So here on EURUSD, without further ado, let's head into how I got this entry over here. So you can see over here, I always do it when I come into the chart. I always try to see what is driving price and where is price driving to. Do you understand? So over here you can see price is reacting from what a failed resistance level. You can see previously we had a bearish break of structure at this point. This was a bearish break of structure. Now if price was to do this, then you can see we had an unmitigated supply. So this supply drove price down to this area. So now if the sellers were to do their things here, you can see price was creating the inducement. I was expecting price to sell from this zone. You can see it gave a failed reaction, and what it did not break the recent structure to the downside. Came up again and what gave a failed reaction. Let me zoom in so you can see, because last time someone complained that he was not seeing what I was doing. So let me zoom in. Yeah, so to this point here you can see price tried selling again, but what happened? We broke the zone. We broke the zone, right? We broke the zone. So you can see we broke the zone, and we had a double break of structure, which is we took out this highs and we took out this highs, right? So now it's just like the simple support and resistance strategy, which is when a support is being broken, you wait for a retest and enter, right? When a resistance is being broken, you wait for a retest to enter, right? So that is what I just used here. Simple concept here. So I didn't just enter blindly, guys. I noticed something. So when price got to this zone, I was not on chart. So now I started breaking down the time frames to see what actually happened as soon as price tapped into this point. So I went down to the 30 minutes time frame. Now you can see on the 30 minutes time frame, this was what I saw on the 30 minutes time frame. When price tapped into that level, you can see London session tapped into that level. London ran below Asian lows, and I told you for a buying scenario, Asian lows are always liquidity. Vice versa, selling scenario, Asian highs are always liquidity to be grabbed, right? So on the 30 minutes here, I really didn't see anything, so I went down to the 15 minutes to start breaking the structures, right? So on the 15 minutes here, you can see if I start breaking out the minor structures, fractal structures, you can see we had this low highs and London took out this lows. Then now we had a push up, which is a market structure, a mini market structure shift, a pullback inducement, and what? A break of structure. Now price came back to this zone over here because this is where the buying started from. Took out this inducement and gave us what? A break of structure to the upside. Now after this break of structure to the upside, to this point over here, because I won't count this week as a full candle, you can see it rejected downward. So we had a break of structure, and now we had a pullback at this point, and we had these highs. So now where's price coming to next? I was expecting price yesterday to come back to this breaker block over here, this 15 minutes breaker block, so that I can continue buying to the upside. But I noticed something at this point. I started reading price candlestick. Now I'm using price action. Now I started reading what was going on here. Now what happened at these highs? Price started doing what? Giving us these structures, and you can see price failed to break these recent highs over here. Now we had what? Price failing to break above these highs at this point. Now you can see we started having what? Fractal market structure shift, internal bearish intent. Now after that, I started noticing what? Okay, we're having these lows, tried breaking the highs, failed, came down, then what? We grabbed liquidity above these recent highs here. Then what? We had a break of structure to the downside. After this break of structure, what happened? We had inducement. And now after this inducement, what do we have? We started having price. This was all midnight reactions. Do you understand, guys? Price went up, gave this again. Now I knew that this section was a liquidity to be grabbed, because what? We had a valid order block and FVG at this point, because this was the point that swept liquidity above the size and broke structure to the downside. So yesterday midnight, I just marked this one out. I shared the analysis with my friend Figo. You people should check Figo out. Figo is really doing good. His TikTok handle is Figo. I'll be putting it too on my TikTok here, so you can check him out. We trade the same concepts. So I gave him the setup. I don't know if he's on it. Then I went to bed to sleep. Then this morning I came to my chart and I discovered that okay, Asian 2 has created liquidity. So we had what? We had 2 section liquidity to be grabbed. Now, so I plotted out my area of interest on the 30 minutes. This is a rejection block. You can see we had a rejection block at this point. So on the 15 minutes is an order block. So I just left it on the order block on the 15 minutes, and you can see how price tapped into it. London tapped into it. Right timing, guys. Right timing. 8 o'clock. You can see it's 8 o'clock. As London opened, price tapped into it, and you can see price is running down. And I know price is going to get to this full TP, but I just had to take it down here because we have what? We have buyers at this point. This is an inducement. It's just trying to induce buyers now, because we have a lot of people at this point trying to buy. So I just had to close the trade here because already I got a 1:4 risk to reward already. So that was just how this trade was anticipated. Yeah, and now I'll be waiting for price to come down to this 15 minutes breaker block over here. And if you check on the 30 minutes, it's a single candle order block. So you can see market structure shift. Price tapped into the POI, gave us a break of structure, 1 candlestick inducement, and what? Price moved above. So I'll be waiting for price at this zone over here. But already I'm good for the day. Made a 1:4 already, which is a 4% of my accounts, of my capital. So of what I risked. Sorry. So that was just how the trade was anticipated. If you like what I put out here, give me a follow, comment on the video, and like the video. God bless you. Stay blessed.